Coffee cold, minds woke, 2 mics, 1 code. Yeah. Scrolling through the chaos, headlines loud, hearts numb, then I hear that drip. Talk, cutting through the hum, gem with the side eye, true stain with the data in his cup. They don't just gas up dreams, they show you how to level up. Oh, from the hustle to the headlines, from the culture to the grind. Every angle, every timeline, they lace and never waste your time. Welcome to the daily drip. Let it run, let it run, let it hit. Oh, tech and politics, stacking common sense. Turn it up, feel it in your chest. Click in, let your future flip like describe your own ascent. Every gem, every take, every tip. Oh, yeah. They make it make sense. Yeah. I'm tired from the doom feed, faith and rent thick algorithm playing mind games, selling you the same quick fix. Then I catch that real talk about credit scores and crypto slips, union fights and AI rights, and why your boss be talking slick. Left lane, right lane, truth rides in the same frame. If it's cap, they call names. If it's facts, they fan flames. Oh yeah. Welcome to the daily drip. Let it run, let it run, let it run, let it hit. Tech and politics, stacking common sense. Turn it up, feel it in your chest. Click in, let your future flip like describe your own ascent. Every gem, every take, every tip. Yeah, they make it make sense. Yeah. From your psychic to your 9 to 5, from the group chat to the bottom line. They're the late night guide through the glitch and grind. If you listen close, you gon' change your life. Change your life. Welcome to the daily drip. Let it run, let it run, let it run, let it hit. Hey, tech and politics, stacking common sense. Turn it up, feel it in your chest. Dig in, let your future flip like subscribe to your own ascent. Every gem, every take, every tip. Our daily drip, they make it make sense.
Welcome, y'all, to our daily drip show. I am your co-host, Jim Jones. I'm over here fighting for my life against the machines that don't want to let me be great today. You really don't want me to be great today, but we here. So while you're here, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't been here, it's me, Jim Jones. I'm here to talk with y'all some news, politics, tech, stuff going on. It's just been a lot. It's been so much that we've had to shut down the amount of stuff we were going to talk about. So along with me is my co-host, Plain Dang. Give it up for my brother. How you feeling, my guy?
What up? What up? I feel good. It's been a long week, a long week. But we made it. Now I'm your man, Plain Dang, bringing you all the best of risk aversion. Some people may call it insurance, years of that, as well as entrepreneurial spirit. And not to mention, at some point, we're going to start talking about how much of a cinephobe I am. I'm in the film as well. All things fly at this point. I'm getting older, so interest is changing.
I guess I should have told them why they should care about who I am. Shout out to you for coming in and telling the people your credentials.
Yeah,
and being like, listen, this is who I am. I am me.
She just heard y'all.
So I'm Jim Jones. I have over a decade in the tech industry and some other different places that I've worked in, and I'm also giving a female perspective as well. So thanks for y'all. Oh, shout out to our new subscriber. Thank you, 300 IQ Uncooked. Shout out to you. Thank you, new subscriber. We appreciate
you. Appreciate
Drop
you.
some drip in the comments if you are new, if you are returning. We'd love to know if you are, and where are you tuning in from? Because it's that late night drip, late night. Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Matt. That is so sweet. 300 IQ Uncooked. Shout out to you, my guy. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, and also let me not do this before he think I'm being disrespectful. Shout out to the producer.
I'm saying,
you know how he getting here. I can see him right now, like that behind the camera.
Yeah,
with the mean face, like.
Yeah.
Shout out
to the recognize.
Producer. Cash is pay. Say hello to the people.
Cash is pay.
Nope, he said nope. He didn't even say. I guess he didn't like that.
What up? What up?
Oh, there you go.
Just trying to, handle business. So
we appreciate you.
Drink water. That's right.
Yeah, drink water. If y'all have not hit that like button, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and do that, because tonight we're gonna go ahead and start with some politics and power and elections. Y'all know why y'all came in here. Let's talk about Marjorie Taylor Greene as a district runoff, and you would just assume that they gotta be like her, right? Ain't no way they could be different than her. Now, before we get into that, drop some drip in the comments if you do or do not like Marjorie Taylor Greene. I think it's interesting because it's always nice to know where our actual viewers think of the people. I'm trying to get it to come up for y'all. Drop some drip. All right, I will share my. Come on now. Me and the computer. The computer is winning. I'm telling y'all, the computer is winning today. I am losing very badly today. I'm losing.
You got this. It's fine.
Come on, computer. There we go. Be nice to me. Just be a little nice to me. All right, I'm gonna share this article right here. So, Marjorie Taylor Greene, her voters are heading to the polls, y'all. And so are the Oscars, apparently, because they also won't let me be great. Come on.
Oh.
I know, right?
There we go.
All right, so
it's Friday the 13th.
It is Friday the 13th. So the person who is actually running on the Republican that is back is very Trump-like. I'm very surprised, right? Because you would think that with all the rigmarole that's been going on with her, if you don't know what's been going on with Marjorie Taylor Greene, she was very much a Trump supporter, very much an advocate. And then, some movements and pieces of parts started moving around. She said, I can't get with that. I'm not doing that no more. And Donnie said, oh, you can't get with that? Well, you can get out. You go ahead. You can go, like today. So her name is really not what it used to be. So I'm actually surprised. This man right here is very similar. His name is Clay Fuller, and he is looking to run in the special election for Georgia's 14th congressional district. So why is that important? I just wanted to bring this up to y'all because I wanted to know, do y'all think that a Trump-style candidate would gain traction or not? Do you think that she should have stayed in her seat? Let me know what y'all think.
It's pretty interesting with her because it's just like, she's
a little more close to like the look and feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, you about what Trump about 6'3", something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, this dude about 6'5".
Trump might want to ask him who his mother is. Looking like Barron a little bit. Allegedly. No, but I mean, for the most part, Marjorie has been leaving a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths. I mean, just the stuff that she's chosen to like backpedal on and apologize for. It's just, I don't even know what, I really have no words for her at this point. I don't dislike her.
So you don't dislike her, but you don't like her.
I just don't know. I just don't have any feelings when it comes to her because it's just so weird. You know what I mean? Like, she was hard boiled. And and then all of a sudden,
Yeah,
like,
staunch. Yeah.
So you don't like the
Sorry.
flip flop. So as somebody who's more on the conservative end, you're not a fan of the flip flop. It sounds like folks like you would align with.
I'm gonna be honest with you. As somebody from a neck of the woods where you say what you mean and you stand on your word, it's like, yo, it's okay to have an opinion. It's okay to kind of change up, but her change was just weird. You know what I mean? Like, oh, so you just don't like nothing you was talking about 2 years ago. Nothing. Like, you just totally like, this is, I'm like, it's too much. How much they pay you? Because it just felt like it was for profit after a while. Because I'm like, nobody could do, like that kind of about face I've never seen before. It was just too crazy.
So my take
can
on
we
this,
agree?
well, it is weird that she did a switch up. I think my take on this will give a temperature check on that area of if they align with what Trump is doing, with the ability for Republicans to have a chance of winning some stuff in Georgia in itself. So to me, I think it's interesting because if she's parting her way with the party, right, and she's been, like I said, a staunch supporter, it will give a temperature check of what's going on there. And that's kind of where I was leaning with that. Do y'all think that, or y'all disagree with that? Let us know. I want to see if you got anything.
All right. So what I'll do is I'll bring it home for, to get back into the actual segment, is that we talking about, there's been more than one special election in this cycle, right? Runoffs. All right. So the extra runoff, really, from a party perspective, is burning millions of dollars. Like, that's really what we doing. We opening up checkbooks, and that's millions of ads instead of like roads, schools, and small business help. That's pretty much what it is. And on the other side of it, the businesses that are in these districts, they have to kind of sit on cash and delay openings and hires because they don't know about the rules that'll be coming down or the taxes that are coming, right? It's just so much
angle, actually.
Yeah, like I'm talking about my money. That's why my name is Cassius. But for me, that's really what it comes to, and it's like extra drama that's coming from this, and there'll be another every month that's spent is like another month on rent, on permits, on utility bills that go up on your block, and it's nothing actually improving. We trying to meet about the meeting. That's what that is in a corporate sense.
Announcements about announcements.
There you go.
That's an interesting take.
Hate those.
Yeah, my thing was, I was just curious if we think that the Trump style kind of, gathering of minds is going to be able to thrive in this as well, like in this situation, or is it too late because of what's happened? That's really where I was going with that. But I definitely see what you're talking about. I didn't even think about it from that angle. So shout out to you for that.
It's a different angle. Meanwhile, dude, Trumper style, Trumper style.
Because he doing what he wants to do. Well, that's a good, so speaking of power struggles, we're going to go ahead and look at overseas. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and hit that, some oil prices and the Iran conflict. So let's go ahead and hit that for a minute. We ain't going to stay too long. We're going to talk about good old oil prices and gas. A lot of people been feeling it. A lot of people ain't been happy about it. A lot of folks ain't been happy about it. Because it's hitting their pocketbooks, everybody, like directly. So there's been volatility. I will get into, this is Trump saying that he knew it would go up, but because the ships can't get through the pathway next to Iran, because let's be real here, high chance of getting blown up, or damages or so forth, there's high risk to try to go in and out. And so because of that, everybody's actual economy is being impacted by it, but specifically oil, right? So everybody's gonna have to dip into what they got a little bit more.
Inject real quick on the ridiculousness where they was essentially saying, "Hey, people, quit being pussies and just go in there and try to make it through." Like what? No.
I gotta get home, rap. I gotta get home to the babies. Ain't that great of a trade route in the first place? And if I am gonna make it through, the price of the brick going up anyways. So I'm I'm not just because that tight, I'm not gonna jeopardize my life.
Yeah, that's wild too. So we're gonna go ahead and get into his video so we can see what he has to say.
I knew oil prices would go up.
Well, this did not play like I thought it would, and I don't think y'all can hear that, can you?
Yeah,
you can hear
They've
it.
gone up probably
Echoing a
less than
little
I
bit.
thought they'd go up, but I don't think anybody thought we were going to be
muted
this
her mic
quickly
as well.
successful.
That's why.
President Donald Trump says the price American drivers are paying for fuel because of the Iran conflict is, quote, artificially up. But despite the president's comments, oil prices have been surging at a record rate since the initial strikes last weekend.
Atlanta News first anchor Rick Folbaum is here in studio. Rick, this conflict literally could impact the prices of just about everything.
Yep.
Artificial inflation. Drop some drip in the comments. Do you think this is artificially inflated? Before we go any further, do y'all think that this is artificially inflated?
If
To
you
me,
had control over oil, would you I mean, any sign of a conflict? I mean, we've seen this even in the Gulf War. Even before they talked about the Gulf War, gas prices was like it was 99 cents. Now it's $1.19. Like any time that folks can make a buck, they're gonna go for it. Nothing has to be effective it just has to be a conversation about it being effective for them to start playing with the numbers.
I think that that it is the way that it's gone up as fast as it has is a little bit on the predatory side, because
Of course.
you put is yesterday's price is not today's price on last month's gas. This gas is already accounted for. I can see really about the ability to refine the next batch. We'll say that comes in and putting that up, but people trying to get the up front, and I don't like that too much. Hate
it. They're like oil is affecting the way the potatoes is growing. So now a bag of potato chips is $25. Like, quit playing. Stop. Anytime folks want to get rich, they're gonna do it. I hate it. They do it every time.
all right. Well, we will continue. You probably have to mute me again because something's going up with my.
Okay, I can get it. Go ahead.
Okay.
And we're starting to see that really. Good morning to you both. Experts say that the shutdown has really severely limited supply, causing oil prices to spike, and that could lead to price increases on everything from consumer goods and food to transportation and manufacturing. According to AAA, here in Georgia, the price of gas sits at $3.23.
And we back
We
to
just-
Bush era gas. That's
Well, we just talked
we back
about
to baby Bush.
we just
Burning
talked
Bush.
and we just talked about Georgia, right? So if you're going into a special election, like, keep this in context. Look at my gas situation, right? Like, this is I'm going in with this mindset. I think most people, their gas, no matter where they are right now, I think they said on average is up like 30, 40 cents a gallon or something like that. That's a lot. And I think in California, I want to say, didn't somebody post something? It was like $8 a gallon. Bro,
Oh, that California gas is
nah.
Yeah, I just had a conversation with
That need to
somebody.
be full
tax on
service
tax.
included.
tax on tax on tax. Tax on tax on tax.
Yeah, they're just listen. California gas so high, Hawaii's gas is low,
That's crazy.
Ridiculous.
and they
So-
charging $12 for milk in Hawaii. So
Yeah.
their gas is cheaper. Like, come on, dog. Come on.
So
Hate
keep
it.
that in context as we continue to watch this video. Like Georgia, we just talked about Georgia, and we just talked about them having a special election.
For a gallon of regular unleaded, it was $2.80 just last week. As for premium, the average is now over $4. Diesel is almost $5 a gallon. Both were in the $3.60 range last week. Crude oil prices per barrel soared past the $100 mark yesterday for the first time in almost 4 years. but they have started to fall once again this morning.
You need to unmute yourself. My goodness. Come on now. Do you need me to handle your stuff? There you go.
I mean, it would have been, my computer decided it hated me today. That's just
All right.
what's going on with that. So,
What
because
up?
it's
Shout
playing
out
through the
to-
mic through my actual computer and not where it's supposed
Okay,
to.
well
But
then,
anywho, oh, what up, Joe? Joe in the chat.
yeah.
Okay, so
Day one,
I want
stay
y'all.
one.
I want y'all to look at this. So it says right here, I love the visuals. I love the visuals because I don't know where y'all at, right? And I think it's great that you can see how this is affecting you. Look at these, saying that the prices are up. Look at how high these. So I'm guessing that obviously normally the more
Red something is?
red
Hell
the
yeah.
color is, the worse it is. So all up and through here, right? Like it's terrible. You live over here, the gas is high. It's gonna be higher than this. Michigan is high. Illinois is high. Pennsylvania is high, which I'm
Well,
kind of
what you'll
surprised.
see is that middle breadbasket area is where there are a lot of refineries.
All these,
So,
yeah, like Texas
yeah,
and Oklahoma.
Houston's
yeah.
gonna have one. Yeah, so it's gonna be better in those
Louisiana.
spaces. Always has been.
Yeah.
But I'll put in my 2 cents before you go, and then you land a plane on this one. Is that essentially for every $10 a jump in a barrel, it adds about 30 cents per gallon. So that's $30 to $50 a month gone, just to go to work and to buy food. So that's a lot of spend that a lot of people are already stretched and stressed to have to then accommodate for. Higher fuel, it hits shipping, ingredients for your groceries, your Amazon packages, your Target packages, Walmart, flights.
I mean, cutting your grass takes gas. You
Hell
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like blow. It's been blizzards. People got to use that for their snow blower, right? Like if I'm not mistaken.
You're right about that.
Yeah.
Like, so you think I'm not gonna pay? They gonna pay that $4. I'm telling you, they gonna pay
Right.
the $4.
We manufacture in this country 22 million barrels of oil a year.
That ain't enough. Not
ain't enough.
Globally, I think it was 400 million in consumption a day, something around there.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, the drill baby drill conversation is not even.
Yeah.
So
we already know that your boss is not going to give you a gas bonus to come into work for that 5 days a week that you're supposed to be coming in there. So this spike is basically a pay cut that nobody agreed to, but they were a part of. You do with that as you will.
Talk to them about working at home. That hybrid don't sound too great right now.
It's better than 5 days, baby. It's better than 5.
Oh yeah. No, I feel that, but I'm just saying in general. We had to do it. I just made it a mandatory announcement for folks to be in the office on the 1st. All that's local. Everyone was looking at me like
5 days.
No. Just one day. Just one day.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
Everybody was looking at me like they in the cameras like.
That'd have been me behind the camera.
Is this mandatory? I'm like, yeah. They're like, okay.
Well, I don't think it's going down no time soon, y'all. Cause y'all heard about what's going on with Iran and it's called let me make sure I say it right. So I've been said it wrong. Karg Island. This is hot, fresh off the press, right? We're gonna get into a couple videos and then we'll talk about why it matters globally and then get into some geopolitical implications from it. So let's go ahead. A little bit of Fox News. I'm gonna have to chop it up. So
we are going to have to ask our bosses for a Karg bonus right now because it's a Karg tax that's going on in here. Keep it going.
Let me make that bigger so y'all can actually see.
Posting on Truth Social, the U.S. Central Command executed one of the most powerful bombing raids in the history of the Middle East and totally obliterated every military target in Iran's crown jewel, Karg Island. Now, why is Karg Island important?
Here with me now is Nate Foy, live from Tel Aviv with the latest. Nate, this is directed at all the naysayers who say that the American military cannot open the Gulf and open the Straits of Hormuz. What is this telling you tonight?
Well, yeah, this is definitely an effort to protect shipping in the Strait of Hormuz. Karj Island is an island in the Persian Gulf, as the United States, as you heard in the president's True Social, destroyed every military target there as they continue to try to degrade Iran's ballistic missile capabilities. However, Laura, we are seeing those capabilities persist with several rounds of ballistic missiles fired at Israel today. And it's
Okay. So what we do know is that it's an important place to be, right? And the thought process was, if we blow this up, it's going to take out some of their missiles and it's going to make them messed up. And Iran said, nah, we going to go get your boy Israel again. We going over there. We going to blow them up again. And we going to let y'all know what we working with over here, because we working with more stuff than you think we got. And so that's what's going on with that. Make sure we hop into this because it's Fox News, not trying to get the ding, 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 ding going on.
I mean, what really it's a linchpin and kind of like an elbow and to the area where there's the most vulnerability, right? So it's no secret that tankers have been hit and all of that. There's mines that are being placed, and they can be done relatively easily with smaller fishing boats and things of that nature that can put a hole in the hull. So, it's just dangerous to be in there right now. And should you have your military amphibious vehicles going in and escorting gas tankers, being a damn bodyguard day in and day out when you're supposed to be in a conflict? So, I mean, I leave that's it for you guys to discuss.
I'm going to add a little more drip to this before we move on.
Hold on. Listen, the baby just pooped his diaper and walked and crawled around with it. I'll leave y'all to clean it.
Right.
Brother,
That's what he did.
I'm not doing that job.
That job
I don't
done.
know what you're talking
that
about.
job done. That baby that pooped is there.
Yeah, the baby done pooped. It's over with, dog.
Hope
I
they
ain't
got an
going through
overnight
that.
on.
Where is the nurse? Where's the nurse?
So a couple of
AKA
things too, just so y'all know, like it's a really, really, really small island. Okay, so like it's not like it's a big space, but they estimate that about 90% of oil exports actually go through the island. So the goal is like, oh, you about to do that? Then we gonna blow that up for you. And then secondly, apparently a lot of the ancient ruins are in there. So you hitting them on the money and you're hitting them on their actual history and just history in general, right? Like I think they have actual tombs there. So that's what's going on with
I
that.
guess they about to make
irony.
tombstone then. That's what they going.
Tombstone pizza.
Oh no, baby. No, we not.
They might get tombstoned.
Well, I mean, that's been the MO this whole time, is just bombing shit. So it's not like they're gonna take a scalpel to the situation. They're going in with chisels and hammers. They taking off chunks as much as you can in a space that has 90 million damn people. You gonna buy the whole damn thing? I don't get it. I don't get it.
He said, I'm finna try. So we're gonna listen a little bit more and then we're gonna get to our next topic, which goes kind of together.
Trump posting moments ago, the U.S. has, quote, obliterated every military target on an Iranian island. I want to get right to NBC's Garrett Hake at the White House. Garrett, what do we know?
Yeah, Tom, the president says these military targets on Karg Island have all been destroyed. Karg Island is a critical piece of Iran's oil infrastructure. It is far, I guess you would call it up in the north of the Persian Gulf, north of the Straits of Hormuz that we've been talking about for much of the last week. And it's essentially where much of Iran's oil industry and their export industry begins. What the president says he's done tonight is ordered this massive bombing raid that has destroyed the military targets on Karg Island, but left intact the oil infrastructure. What's important then in the second half of this post is the president says if the Strait of Hormuz is not opened, he might reevaluate that decision.
Okay, so I want y'all to look at this map, right? So we can see what we're looking at up
Yeah.
here.
So
That's
the
why I wanted
strait,
to read
that's
this.
that's what I was talking about, is where it's essentially the elbow where it's the most vulnerable space. And
I don't know if y'all can see my mouse. Can you see my mouse on the
yes, we can
screen?
see the mouse.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so over there's a couple things tactically that can happen. One, it's already been hit. Stuff has been getting hit by by longer or mid-range missiles. The second part is that those things can be handled also by like bazooka, we'll call it for all intensive purposes, types of weapons where it's just handheld rocket launchers that could also do the same amount of damage. So if I needed to go in and do my thing, I could take that fishing boat, go up next to it like old, we'll say Somali style, and do my pirate thing. There's a lot of boats, it's a lot of risk. And I'm not sure how many people would actually go get that hazard pay, baby. So
Right.
I leave it to you to discuss.
Here we go. I'm discussing a new career. I'm not about to be doing that. I can't even swim. So call the Mercs.
Not you telling you can't swim, no way. It's crazy.
Call the Mercs. Get the mercenaries involved. I mean, and it's some crazy people out there that's gonna, they join the army just so they can get the thrill of that type of danger. See which one of them want to handle that, because you just look like a sitting duck in that little elbow and that little crevice.
Yeah,
of
that's
land
rough.
right there.
Yeah, that's
look
rough.
It's like you coming around the corner and they see you. They got us.
Yeah, in hood terms, that is definitely a soft spot.
Cause you even gotta make a turn there. That's really like if it was a straight shot, I mean maybe, but that
What you gonna do?
turn
You gonna
is
speed a tanker through?
No, but I'm gonna say you having to
Turn them
turn.
into the dog.
No, but you having to actually turn
Like-
something, like the exposure of turning. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, and you gotta navigate, even like creeping. Like you ain't.
You can't even do
Yeah.
this. Look, you can't even do this with it. They over there, y'all. Let's turn back. No, you got to go all the way around there to look. Oh, they got us.
They got us, dog.
What is we gonna do?
Yeah, so all of that to say gas prices have been astronomical. And I was trying to bring this image up, but I don't think I can share it. It's not gonna let me actually share. I had actually broken down the gas prices
Real quick, you can drag the file to your desktop, and then you can share it. Here, let me take it out to show notes.
Let me see if it'll let me actually do this. Well, I can share the screen too, so I could do that, but
no,
I'd rather not do that.
Yeah, I got it. Give me a second.
Okay. So while he's bringing that up, there's been a lot going on, right? So we can't get the oil from A to B. And we're like, oh, okay, there's this little spot here that we can expose. My real question on this is, drop some drip in the comments. What do y'all think the end game is? Do you think that we really gonna do a 20, 30-year war? We gonna keep bombing every day? Do we think it's gonna slow down? Like, drop some drip in the comments. Let us know. What do y'all think? Yes, this is it. Thank you, Cassius Pay. So this right here is giving the actual price of gas by president by year. So if you look, it starts with HW, right? Bush. I'm trying to remember. Daddy Bush. I told y'all I don't be knowing the actual name. I don't know their actual, because we refer to him as Daddy Bush and Baby Bush. True story. So let me move this off of the.
Yeah, that way it can be seen. So you got, yeah. So it's essentially broken down between red and blue. It also looked like it's going along with inflation and shit too. To be for real.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And, it just get real bad after 08, as everybody already knows.
You see with Baby Bush, it skyrocketed, right? But then everybody talks about how great it was with Obama. Now I'm gonna tell you this. One thing I do remember about Obama being in office, baby, that gas was high. The gas was high. Gas was over $4 back then, yeah. And $4 back then ain't like $4 now. But yeah,
that was gas
like
and people talking about rent with that one meme.
So that rent too high.
Rent is too damn high.
The rent is too damn high.
So that blue you see in the middle, that's Obama. More like Zaddy Bush.
Yeah, you're right, because he came in and the prices went up. It was like he came in the club with about 20, 30 of them things. Right.
Talking about Baby Bush? Yeah, Baby Bush. Yeah. I mean, but yeah, so after Obama, then President Trump came in. And also keep in mind that's the Rona. So we had a pandemic that happened, right? So wasn't nobody driving no damn where, really. Nobody was really driving. People were really staying in the house. Delivery drivers obviously were pretty big, but it went down because they needed to sell. So the demand wasn't as high. And then boy, as soon as they opened up them doors.
Yeah, this is 2021. Going into 2022.
Body.
It's like, bring your ass into the office
now. Now. Right. And then if you look at so people are really complaining about gas, but I wanted to bring this up. We're not as bad. It could get back up there, but I just want to remind everybody too, it's bad, but it's still not Biden bad. It's still not Biden bad, technically.
I remember people having the damn stickers on them gas pumps where he was pointing. So I did that.
Right, yeah. I think I saw one. I saw one a couple weeks ago. We did that. It was him and that other lady.
What other lady? Are you talking about Kamala? Don't do that. Yeah. Don't do that.
I'm saying
do nothing to you.
I didn't say she did anything to me.
Oh my goodness.
She was on the sticker.
With her cackling stuff, talking about she should have been on one talking about she washing greens in the bathtub. Don't even get me. That sent me.
Okay, can we move on, please? Are we landing the plane on?
We are landing the plane. So as we talk about this money right here, I want to talk about. We're gonna get into our actual stock conversation. We're going to watch a video about Wall Street Trapper. He's going to talk about the actions that Trump takes and some of the actions that's happening in the stock market. I found it to be interesting. We got a lot of up and down going on all around. We talk about precious metals, right? We talk about there's lots of movement going on. So
with volatility comes opportunity. So that's good. Good that you think about it.
Well, don't take it from me. Take it from him. If you don't follow him, check him out. He's a great content creator, and he also is an investor. So has a great story.
Trump dominates the headline with the same script over and over again, and the markets keep falling for it. But it don't mean you have to. And here's what I want you to understand. If we can understand this 3-step pattern, I promise you can start positioning yourself instead of panicking, right? So step 1 is he creates this hard narrative, right? And it's tariffs, it's war, it's China, it's Iran, it's Greenland, it's something like that causes tension in the markets. And then the headlines get really, really loud. And CNBC and all the news stations, they start covering it. And what they do is they push the fear. Then you get phase 1 of the step 1, which is the panic. The markets panic, stocks fall off, oil jump, gold jumps, and then the VIX, which is the volatility index, it surges really, really high. And when that goes up, that tells us the market is falling. Yesterday, it got up to 30. So that tells us something. And then what's going to happen? When that happens, money is then going to run to safety. So all the money in the market going to go to safety, right? Then phase 2 happens. Trump doubles down on it.
All right. let the rest of this play out. I just want y'all to see where this is going. So he's given basically some of the actions that's happened and what's happened in the market. And you're hearing it from him. He's laying it out. He did phase 1. He's going to talk about phase 2 and then phase 3. Drop some drip in the comments. Let us know. Do y'all agree with this? You disagree with this? You going to use these tips? Let us know.
You better say
Right?
that.
Puts out more threats. He put out more sanctions. You get more headlines. And what we get last week, Trump said what? We don't want to talk to Iran. We want to dominate Iran, right? Sell-off comes even more. Then you get the step 3, which is the relief headline. But you only get the relief headline once something breaks. So last year in April 9th, what did we get? We got the bond market that went to 5. That means they got to pay a lot of money for people to buy U.S. bonds. This time, what it was crude oil overnight got to $120 a barrel. Now, what does that do? That goes against everything that he has planned to do, which is inflation goes up, gas prices go up, everything goes up. And then you have a Fed that may even have to think about hiking rates to help the inflation. That goes against what he wants. So what has to happen now? He comes out and says, hey, the war in Iran is almost over. We way ahead of schedule. Same day that happens, just like last year. Same day the bond market went up, came out. Same day oil prices went up. And the markets rallied when they hit that. And so today we're seeing some follow through behind that. And here's what I want us to understand though. If we understand the pattern, we don't have to fall for it. We can just position ourselves. We'll be under a little pressure, but it's all worth it. And as the market comes back, you'll see gold goes back up. You'll see cybersecurity, which is going to be essential right here. Look at some of your retail stocks like Ross. Look at some of your retail stocks like Walmart, even BJ's, right? Because the market is coming off from its highs. So it gives you time and not worry about being at an all-time high to get some great stocks. It's your boy, the Wall Street Trap. I hope I helped y'all out, man. Salute.
So you heard it from him. He just gave a little bit of strategy on, we talked about a lot that's happening in the world, right? And based on some of those actions that's happened, what is an opportunity to have some level of strategy as you approach what's going on with the market? I hope that helped y'all. I'm not anybody's advisor. All I can do is share some content that I thought was helpful. And I think that was helpful. Drop some drip in the comments if you like that.
Listen to him and buying the dip. That's all I got.
All right. Well, I'll put a little bit more to it. Put a little dip on the chip, as they say.
That's your thing anyway.
Yeah, it's in my wheelhouse. Yeah. But like, so we'll talk about he got into like Trump moves, right?
Mm-hmm.
So one Trump move, we'll call it, right, or quote, can swing damn hundreds of billions of dollars in market value in a single day. What is that? For all of those that know about them, your 401k. That's the main thing. You probably staring at your 401k like, dang, help it. I need to take it out. I'm trying to retire. No, don't. You cannot. The one thing about a 401k that sucks is that it's usually not dynamic where you can go in and make moves on your own. You're beholden to certain options. But it's also tied to emotions. So that's really the bad thing there. So what 802s for those of you who know, if you know, you know. Oh, here you go. I already knew you was gonna say. Yeah, but we'll get back into it. We're talking about like the volatility in this. It equals like wealth transfer in those moments. So Warren Buffett and all of those individuals, yeah, they have a large war chest, but that's because they're waiting for times like this where he talked about VIX, which is basically the fear index or fear greed market. That is where small investors start buying high and then they panic and they sell it at the low because they scared. Don't go out like no bitch. You make sure that you have it where it's ready to go. You gotta keep your wits about you. Stand strong. Diamond hands as people call it, right? And that's how I used to be with NFTs. I wonder how that worked out for everybody. But the The funds and market makers, they scoop up the difference in all of that. And that's really where the main issue lies. But what happens? Fees get paid, win or lose. That's what happens for a lot of people. Your retirement, it depends on chaos, while Wall Street earns a steady check. So that's what happens, because all of those transactions that you make, I'm a broker. I get it anyway. I get it on the in and out. I'll leave it to you to discuss.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about the 401ks for a second. What Cassius Pay was talking about for the 401ks, when you get a 401k, it'll say, what kind of portfolio do you want to have? Sometimes they ask you, do you want to be aggressive? Do you want to be really, really conservative? Do you want to be balanced? That means that they're going to pick options for you that align with whatever that strategy is. Sometimes you get a chance to pick what you want your 401k to go into. A lot of people don't realize that if the market is doing bad, then your 401k does bad because your money is actually technically in the stock market. Like, that's just what it is. Like, it's technically in the stock market. So let's say stock market crashed to zero, then your 401k would be worth zero. So yeah, like that in a nutshell.
People using your money to get themselves even richer.
So what you can actually,
well, just don't treat it like gambling. That's really what I'm saying, because the way that you guys are painting it is in a way that if I wasn't familiar, I'd be scared. Because you're saying, zero, then we all.
You gotta let her finish her thoughts, sir.
Yeah, I was gonna continue.
She just put her apron on. You didn't let her cook. Let that girl cook.
Yeah. Okay. So that Joe, I was kind of going towards something like that. So shout out to Joe for his comment right there. But what you can, that's not defaulted like that. So like I said, you can choose how you want your 401k to be funded. Like, I'm just saying the stock market, I don't know if the stock market's ever went to zero. I'm just saying, like, your money, like the stock market has to be off of something, and the something is partially your money. What we talk about on this show a lot of times is we talk about taking your own money that's outside of 401k and using it for stocks as well. So you can pick the different things that you want to do, and based on some of this inferences that Wall Street Trapper gave, you could maybe play on that if you would like to. Those are other options that you have. But people will be like, I don't do the stock market. Yes, you do, baby. You got a 401k. Okay. You do the tomato twos in those 401ks.
We'll get into that little piece a little bit where you talked about the stock market going to zero. There's technically slavery had stocks going. It was people, so the ability to leverage shares of a company has been around. So for that, I will say that even when there were bread lines, there was still investing going on, because somebody had to make the bread, even if it was government coupons that were, that's making those transactions happen. I digress, but I just wanted to make sure that I got into it for that part of the record.
Gotta diversify your bonds.
Yeah, when stuff goes
well,
low.
I would say this. Right now, this really is a good time to start looking into investments. I mean, there's a lot of stocks that are not as expensive as they once were. Some people do borrow from their 401k. Just be smart about it. There's different things you can do with your money, to kind of build a nice nest egg in times like this. Like you mentioned with Warren Buffett, a lot of different big investors, they keep a war chest for moments like this, because this is when people can get as rich as humanly possible, when the volatility is where it is. So that's really what
a lot of your millionaires are made during low times. So
exactly. So we're definitely not about to. I'm not your advisor. Talk to that person in your HR department. Find out. You might want to up it a little bit in terms of how much you are invested into your 401k. You might, for a short period of time, want to increase it a little bit, because things are pretty much
more.
some of the lowest. This would be the time to start buying a little bit more and then scaling it back once it starts leveling out. That's all I'll say.
If you can stomach it, always go. See, we getting right back into this 802 shit. But if you can stomach it, especially now these days, like stuff is too damn high. But if you can, make sure you can max it out. Especially if there's some sort of a max, they're maxing out up to 4%. You better put in that damn 4% because you're getting 8% back, and that's tax, or that's not tax, or tax deferred. We'll call it.
Tighten your belt to ripen the wealth.
Look at
Live
that.
a little bit below your means if it means it's gonna put you in more green. You know what I mean? So look at what's going on. Don't want to stay on this for too long, but
speaking of what's going on, that's a great segue. Let's talk about two-way rights and Rihanna and this lady right here. Great segue on that one. Couldn't have did it better.
Oh my goodness.
No, Rihanna, no. You're not the eagle. They will soar high on wings like eagles. Rihanna wants to say that we are flying. That we are flying and we're not. She's not flying. She had a bad day. She looks really stupid and corny. And everyone knows it. But the way that they want to, that girl, the way that Rihanna wants to kill me.
Can you pause this really quick? And can you put me in on this, because I don't know what
I'm gonna get to it in a second. Let this crazy lady cook. Let her cook her craziness. Okay, we want to get the full crazy so I can show you what this plain Dane know where this going. Plain Dane know where this going.
This internet rap beef going on, and
this ain't no internet rap beef.
Please pay attention. This gets very deep. This two-way rights is you understand. You'll understand in a second.
The way that Rihanna wants to kill me shows that we're not going to show this right now. But this is my heart, Lord, and I am expecting and waiting in that beautiful time for you to show me what you're going to do and how you're going to deliver this promise. It's in my heart and it's in my vitality, and I'm very, very grateful.
Okay. Based on that, that seem normal to y'all? Drop some drip in the comments if you know where I'm going with this. Y'all don't. So let's go ahead and get into it. So recently, Rihanna had somebody pull up to her house. Bah, 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 bah. Is it surprising it was said lady that we just showed this video of?
Is that what she was praying for? She was praying for bullets?
There we go.
Yes, mental health, man. Like it's like she's rambling on and on about nothing. Nothing is coherent about what she's saying. And this woman really believed that Rihanna wanted to kill her and wanted her dead.
Her personally.
Never met the woman in her life.
Her personally, like not.
Yes.
Her personally. Her
ain't like she was messing with ASAP or nothing like that.
It was Rihanna and who else was it? I think she even mentioned Beyonce. It was a few people that she had internet beef with, and they know that she's God's child. We like, what? What are you talking about? And the chewing gum tastes good with peanut butter. Like, huh? Just all over the place. And somehow, some way, she got access to an AK-47.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And went to that poor woman's house that she shared with her husband.
And her children.
And her children. And let off, 9 rounds into the house?
Into the house? So she could reach the house from wherever damn gate?
Somehow, some way, she made it over that gate or through a bush or whatever. Okay. And she shot that woman's house up, man, with her babies in there. And they were in there. Luckily, no one was hit, no one was harmed, but the damage was definitely done. Because from what I understand, they fled. They got up out of there. They got money, so of course, naturally, they're like, yeah, let's get up out of here. Yeah.
Y'all see this? Y'all see that, right?
You're gonna have to make it bigger.
I need you to renounce Rihanna and confess that I am better than her. Let it be done. You gotta let me know so that door can be closed.
Is she supposed to be emailing Jesus? What's going on?
This is to her ex.
Oh,
So
okay.
this was she had
I
her
can't see that.
estranged.
It's
I'm sorry.
small letters.
Her estranged husband is what is it not big on the screen? It says her estranged husband. That's this weeks before it happened. And that's what she said. I need you to renounce her. Yeah, it's her.
So
Crazy.
say that I'm better than Rihanna. You're not better than Rihanna.
And she got a baby. Apparently, the dad tried to hide the news from the baby. But some other kid was like, "Yo, mama was on TV trying to light Rihanna up." You know how kids are. They savage.
I don't care. The PTA meeting look a little different after this.
Yeah, this is what happened. So she, she allegedly in her Beverly Crest neighborhood at 1:15 p.m. on a Sunday is crazy.
Bottom line, y'all.
In a Tesla, she drove off. She did a drive-by with a Tesla. It's crazy. Like, what is going on here?
You already tracked. I mean,
right.
We're gonna go to the data. Like, what are you doing, man? All right.
They arrested her in minutes. Literally.
Right.
She didn't make it out the neighborhood before they was like,
come on.
Crazy.
Like, let's hit a beeline. Yeah, we need to cut off that autopilot real quick.
And I know ASAP was like, I moved from the hood from this.
Right. I mean, he was probably safer in the hood, to be for real.
Right.
He just beat a whole gun case. He don't want no issues with no weapons. He don't want to be near any guns. And this woman pull up like that. So, needless to say, if you see a big, burly, strong, preferably Russian-looking individual, and there's 3 of them surrounding that family, you understand why. Understand why? Because this is crazy. I think she's pregnant.
Oh, for real? See, yeah.
Yeah.
She trying to get triple life.
So, bottom line.
Was this in California or?
Yes.
Yes. The place where you. Yes. Okay, now I know why it was 9 shots, because that's definitely all that they do in magazines out there.
Yeah.
But, all right.
So Joe said, how these crazy people out here get married and having kids, and I'm out here solo dolo.
I mean, you can get you one. I'm pretty sure.
Look, somebody give you a baby. I promise you, somebody will give you a baby.
What they say about the crazy ladies in the bedroom, you know what I'm saying? You want one of them.
Crazy.
It's the thin line.
Right. You know how much I love you.
Somebody give you a baby. Somebody give you a baby. And Joe, it sounds like you got a couple dollars. Somebody give you a baby.
Right. He trying to give away the 802 in his damn will, because she about to hit herself with oranges or whatever, like that lady did. But let me go back to some realness here, right? So high profile.
Real quick, we gonna hurry up on that, and we gonna wrap one more thing up and get out the people's briefing, and because we're running up on an hour.
Just because this is crazy.
It is crazy.
But high profile shootings like this, and I'm gonna get into your lane a little bit, Dave, is where we talking about risk, right? In California, this is about to make that insurance go up, dog. So that renter insurance, they have fires out there. All of that is about to creep up out that way. Also, cities, they eat the tab for extra costs that come into this type of activity, right? You got ER care that's going out there, investigations. So that's Rihanna's local taxes going up to fund this instead of actual services. You keep seeing where I'm going with this thing.
It's costing more money because the crazies is pulling up to her crib. Like, girl, I don't even know you. You ain't even a side piece. Like, what is going on here?
Was on the sidewalks in Hollywood and bought star maps and drove right up there.
What you mean? Where these people? Joe gonna ask where the crazies meet. The store. The clinic.
Scared road.
They meet at the hot dog stand right outside of the spot when they let
somewhere else. They both complaining about
the
same thing somewhere.
They out there singing Aerosmith with a cup in their hand. Some of them are kind of cute, but you don't want that action at all.
Yeah, you do.
Speaking of not wanting some action, let's talk about DEI reductions. This is the face of who they're saying that pulled some of these DEI grants. And they got a chance to ask them why. Drop some drip in the comments if you think you know why one might have pulled.
Lost important income to support their lives.
No. I think it was more important to reduce the federal deficit from $2 trillion to close to zero.
Did you reduce the federal deficit?
No, we didn't.
This is a history of the HIV/AIDS prison movement and its legacies in the United States. My book project narrates how activists fought the convergence of HIV/AIDS and incarceration from inside and outside prisons across the Reagan through Clinton years, and argues that this organizing holds legacies in the prison abolition movement of the 1990s to today. This is one of the grants that you or Mr. Fox identified as craziest at NEH, is that right?
That's right.
Why did you identify this as one of the craziest grants?
Because it references feminist and queer insights into prison abolition and LGBTQ studies.
Reasons?
No.
Examining military service from the margins, the complicated service discussion series will bring together veterans and community members to examine the experiences of service members who identify themselves as female, Black, Native American, LGBTQ, or an immigrant, the dynamics, reasoning, and strength behind serving a country that does not always serve you in return. Did I read that correctly?
Yes.
You and Mr. Fox identified this as one of the craziest grants at NEH?
Yes, it appears so.
Why did you do that?
Because it explicitly says LGBTQ.
Okay, I'm getting the theme here.
Do you think it's inappropriate in any way that someone in their 20s with no experience with grants from the federal government was making personal judgment calls about what grants to cancel?
Is this the dude
No,
they
I
call
don't think
Big
it's
Dog?
inappropriate.
Is this who that is?
Why not?
Objection. I think a person can have enough judgment from reading books and being well informed outside of traditional experience to make judgment calls about obvious things like a grant that literally lists DEI in its description to know whether it violates an executive order.
I'm sorry. I'm saying books because you said books. What books would you have read that would have informed your opinion on what grants to cancel based on DEI?
There were no books.
No. Dr. Seuss, One Fish, Two Fish, DEI, Bluefish.
Homie said there were no books. So even the baseline that you have for yourself that says, this is what qualified me for this job. You didn't even, you didn't do that because you didn't read no books.
I mean, that's just like, it just feels like the
said Dr. Seuss,
overuse of the word woke is another way. Like this is really where we're going with that, and we're rubber stamping stuff. So
He said it said LGBTQ, so get them out of here. It's crazy.
So basically anything that's outside of that. But let me get into this a little bit because this was weird too. And just to actually see this in real time is actually disheartening.
Yeah, that's who was going around
Yeah.
making them cuts to people who
Right.
don't have services that they used to have. And we over here
we
talking
having
about
trust.
Doge. I mean, come on now.
It's like
I
let
wasn't
me go
expecting
through and hit line items and let me just do a control F for DEI and just I'm gonna just go through and
DEI.
smash all that.
Yeah.
And look, and type in if certain letters pop up, emerging
LGB,
together.
that's enough.
LGB canceled. That's what it's gonna be. Like, damn. Wait a minute.
Right.
It says the preventive of harassment of LG. Nah, I'm being harassed by this documentation. I'm not funding none of that ish. It's DEI.
Right. So killing DEI effectively saves like a line item in a budget, but it's going to raise a lot of things. One of which is turnover. A lot of people experiencing that right now because of the type of climate we're in, and because of some of these safeguards that are being dismantled. But what's the true cost? Is replacing mid-level employees from the market, often costing probably anywhere between 50% more and 200% more of their damn salaries in the first place. So it's some weird ass shit that
you about to get to our next one.
So
you trying to roll into that?
I'm just talking about this because we're talking business here, and if you care about diverse thought, that's really what I'm talking about when it comes to DEI. Is diverse thought. Everybody can't be the same. Everybody can't think the same. Otherwise, you're going to get the same results. You are not going to get innovation this way. It is unsustainable. More bias and fewer safeguards equal more discrimination claims and six-figure settlements plus the damn legal fees. Like this, like the shit is still federal. Like people, like you giving away the money. It doesn't make sense. It does not make sense when the same type of people always get promoted. The top talent does what? It walks away to the damn competitors, and it takes the innovation and revenue along with them.
Well, they figure, hey, at the end of the day, ain't nobody about to come in there with no blue hair. I ain't gotta say they, them, he, she, they. It's either she or he. That's all they cared about. And more specifically, it was crazy that it was just like, I mean, it says LGBTQ, and the order was DEI, and I know that is a criteria for that. So for him, his job was DEI, and he said to him, DEI was LGBTQ, and if you got any of that in there, that's what he was doing. Yep.
Put that stamp down on that. And they getting rid of all these people. Why would this my thing? As hard as it is to kind of fill positions, if people are failing in the positions because of DEI, why not train these people?
That's a good
You're gonna
question.
end up doing it anyways. You're gonna have to get new people in there to do it anyways. Now you're just spending more money hiring more people. I never understood that. So that was a conversation I had
about doing that with somebody who has the same background, culture. We'll say we'll call it all those things, and we'll just dance around the things that make me uncomfortable instead, rather than understanding what true competition is.
Oh, we can save that for another day. So let's go ahead and slide into our next segment, y'all. Let me pull this into, which is actions have aftermath. I'm gonna go get me a little something to fill up my cup. But guys, I'm gonna let y'all take this away after I read it out. So according to this LinkedIn post,
go ahead and zoom it in, please.
Can you see?
Can you zoom it?
That is zoomed. Y'all can't see that.
I see it.
If anybody's on mobile, they're gonna need some bifocals.
Because then it's gonna get distorted. Like I don't know if you can actually see.
Yeah, it's better.
Okay. So according to this post, this man said he had a chat with a support representative and he was called an idiot. And he said he understands bad days happen, but actually it reflects your brand. And you need to have respect, and then dropped homie's name right here. So
it wasn't AI that called him idiot. This is the actual.
This is a human. This is more than likely an outsourced human, because no update.
Still part of the brand, dog.
Oh, he got an update on this. So this is his update. Oh, my guy is sending out all of this. This is what actually happened. Yeah, so this is the original. He put his email out there, but let me move that out of the way. But it says you should do the same to yourself infinite number of times and called him an idiot. So then, they popped in and was like, hey, hold on, no, like let us know where the problem was, we resolve it, which is customer service, right? You know what I mean? So I know we talked about service, we talked about quality, we talked about brand. Let me know, guys. I'm gonna go get something to drink, but let me know what y'all think about this.
Okay.
Do you think that this touches on, first of all, we talked about H-1Bs. We've talked about, you just talked about quality in general of those who actually, it could be AI, but it also could be, when we talk about replacing DEI for a cheaper hire, a lot of times, this could be a representation of that. And then finally, it's just, I would even say language barrier sometimes could be, possible negative to this as well.
That ain't got shit to do with somebody's attitude. So that's the other thing that I'm over here
I'm gonna go
talking
get me
about
something to drink.
when it comes to customer service. But you know what I'm saying, plain Dame, we can go ahead and we can go rock this when it comes to customer service in that particular situation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so here I'll put it up next to you so you could
thank you.
Go ahead and I'll let you rock this. Let me see here.
Let me see.
Boom.
Where did it go? Which way did it go, George?
I'm about to put it back up now. So can you see it? If you can.
Organization want
yeah, so I'll here because the memory span is
you
not
should
there,
do the same to your infinite.
Whatever.
Man,
so
fire.
essentially there was a small dispute, going on with Amazon package over here, and homeboy that is a part of the thing basically called him an idiot in text when going back and forth or whatever. And so he went and he talked about it, and you know what people do, when they have that type of experience, this is the part where it takes 20 years or so to build reputation, and 20 seconds can dismantle it. But why? It's because cultural differences, it might be. It's also people not caring about certain opportunities. She got into H-1Bs, and this could be a part of it. People that have H-1Bs, there is I'm not against H-1Bs. I'm actually against the exploitation of an H-1B visa, where people are put under pressure to perform more output for less hours or for less pay. But about that is that they have this cloud over their head for being able to stay in the country, for example. And if you don't do it, guess what? The best opportunity that you had in your life is gonna be gone, just like that. And I'm gonna send you back home. So. Oh yeah, wow! Okay. Yeah, we go leave that one there. But in this case, it's not cool. Go ahead, you can talk.
It's just so many. It's like, okay. Because I've actually been in this type of situation, but the difference was it wasn't in writing. It's just that, listening to a call. Somebody.
You called somebody an idiot on the phone?
No, I listened to somebody say something in the vein of that. They didn't say that though. Okay. And that's different than, somebody can actually save that and go to corporate and go wherever and say, this is what you guys are hiring. This is how you guys do business. It's different. But bottom line is, all you have is your reputation as a company. The second you start having people doing stuff like this, and then, this going viral.
It's going viral because somebody gonna look at it and be like, you know what? I don't like that shit. Like the things
and it happened to me in a different way, and everybody gonna compare stories. And then everybody gonna have a Yelp review, because them Yelp reviews is powerful, whether you know it or not. And you call somebody oh man, it's like.
And he adding them. In this case, it's on LinkedIn. So this is somebody who might be ahead of a customer service somewhere, and they gotta go and hurry up and field this, because it's not even a Google review. It's not in the Amazon review.
This is worse.
Yeah, this is worse because
job
it's in
site.
exactly. So they was up there.
It ain't even so your average consumer
trying to see what they can get, and then they're
yeah,
like, "Oh,
average
shit, this is me."
Yeah, average consumer ain't really tripping. It's somebody that's looking for a job, a CEO or somebody in the C-suite that came across this. Like they called all their underlings. Like, are you aware of this?
Right. There you go. Because ain't nobody on LinkedIn LinkedIn is also turned it into Instagram a little bit, but mostly people are on there, and Facebook. But people are on there on some professional stuff for the most part, right? And
they
this
reaching in.
is a black eye. It's
They
really
look LinkedIn sent that email. Oh, they got a contact over there that they notified right away. Like, yeah, you want to see something?
Yeah, bomb just dropped. Somebody need to sweep something up.
Yeah,
and
somebody should be fired by tomorrow.
Well, I mean, somebody's acting like they weren't going to get fired, acting like that. Like, where you get off like that? But again, there's erosion of like cultural spaces when it comes to what people understand customer service. As we become more global, it kind of goes like that. If you've ever been out of the country in certain spaces, things that we would consider rude within the U.S. borders isn't how people talk to each other. It's a matter of fact. It is bluntly. People don't hold doors for people. I've held the door for somebody and they just walked through as if like I was the servant, and I was like, "Oh hell no!" But
that happened to me.
But do I change because of that, or do I change the way I was raised because of that? Because people weren't raised with couth from a U.S. perspective. You get what I'm saying?
Right. But you also, it would slow down how you like in that situation. You're gonna remember that face, just like you're gonna remember that name. You're gonna remember the person who said that. So it's
yeah. And now other people gonna know who that is, and this is where the issue come in. You don't want to be famous for the wrong reasons. That's
look
called
at this
being
comment.
infamous.
This guy said that apparently the original poster was unkind to the customer service person. And so he was saying that, you get what you get back. What do you think about these comments?
Well, I mean, the thing is that I've been in customer service. I've had to call people on credit cards when I was coming up in the game, when I was trying to get these little penny jobs going in and getting hung up on having little kids put the phone down when I'm calling people, and little kids, how would you like if I called you while you were at dinner and sit down, you bitch, and then hang up the phone on me. I can't, you can't hang up the phone. You got to sit there and take it. But it's not like I'm going back and forth with an 8-year-old. No, they put the 8-year-old on the phone for a reason. And guess what? As part of policy, and if I want to try to make some type of sale on these cold calling whatchamagigs, then that is what I have to do. I'm being recorded. I'm supposed to have a certain script that I go through. I'm supposed to be in a certain space, a certain timing, a certain amount of couth to align with what the company is saying that they want for their opportunity.
Exactly. And I'm also big on, I'm gonna end this call now. You have a good one.
Yeah, you can do that.
I'm gonna this interaction is not helping me or yourself. I'm gonna be the one that end it. You have a good one. I'm big on that. I'm not about to argue. I'm not about this idiot and no, the hell with that. I like getting paid. I'm gonna lose my job because of one word.
Right.
No, I'm cool.
I mean, at that point, you done talk to hundreds of people a day.
Right.
But this one was the one.
Skin should have been a little thicker.
Today.
I'm about to go on that break. I'm about to call home and vent. And then I'm gonna come back like, thank you for calling Amazon.
Right. That's it, cause this is what I signed up for.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well,
All right, I think
I
we
was
beat
going
that
to.
one to death.
I was going to talk about Elon talking about he gonna hire humans again, but we could skip over that. Long story short, if y'all ain't been in the world, there's been a whole lot of stuff going on that's been going wrong with it. They've been trying to automate, and Elon all of a sudden is like, "Hey, you know what? Maybe
come back.
Maybe y'all should just go
Come
ahead
back.
and come back." So that we can skip over that. We can skip over to this one. Okay. We're gonna get into allegedly Michelle
Okay.
Obama and Barack Obama have a story that they went to a restaurant and the chef was someone that Michelle used to date. This is, and we'll get to this in a minute about how often this same story has been reused. And when Barack joked and said, if you married him, you'd be the owner of the restaurant. And she said, no, if I married him, he'd be the president of the United States.
Oh,
They said, I know a baddie when I see one. What's y'all thoughts on this? Now there is now don't take it in context as necessarily her. Some people have said that the same situation was used with Winston Churchill and a couple other folks. It's like in general. But what do y'all think about that comment that it's not the man, it's the woman that makes the man to be of greatness?
Oh, okay. Okay.
I ain't
so
name
you-
over there
you got
shaking
it?
his head.
Right. Okay. Go ahead. Then you can go in on it. I'll let you do your thing.
The next time I doubt my word, remind me of the time Barack and Michelle Obama found out
Yeah,
the
she
chef
said.
other
she
restaurant
said,
they were
"Oh,
dining at is Michelle's.
don't matter what he wanted to do. I was marrying the president of the United States, and it don't matter if he thought he was gonna be a chef. He was gonna be whatever I thought he was gonna be."
Yeah, okay. Boy, oh boy. When it's easy to say that when that's not the case, isn't it? I get sick of this type of issue. I get sick of this because at the end of the day, she was a lawyer too. Wonder why she ain't stay on that path. Because it was better over there with the man. It's a lot more I could say. Y'all see what I'm doing. Y'all see me using my should be Amazon restraints on what I could say in this situation. It's so much I could say here. I'm choosing not to. Because God take care of fools and babies. You know what I mean?
Got that right.
So it's a dating market filled with these kind of thoughts. That person at home, batteries done ran out in her Buzz Lightyear. And now she out here trying to give advice about what baddies should be doing. Why you should
Right.
post your picture too, wherever she is. I would love to see what she looks like.
Baddies turn into lone Bettys. But
baddies look bad.
Yeah, okay.
That's where I'm at with it now. Every time I'm
All
a
right.
baddie, I mean, you just smell terrible, you look terrible, and your thoughts is terrible.
Allegedly, you don't know. She could be an amazing person on the inside. But I digress. Treating men like projects keeps people in relationships with bad money habits. What do I mean by that? I'm talking about joint debt, bad leases, and kids with no plan. And that equals net worth drain.
What's that got to do with this?
Right?
She's saying
What
that
do
she
you
ain't
mean
gonna
by
make she's saying she gonna make your net worth go up. How she
Okay,
gonna
so
drain you?
the thing. Okay, so this is what we getting in when I said treat men like projects. That means the PS5 playing killer that's on them sticks ain't Barack Obama. He can't Barack Obama.
Mm-hmm.
He will never be. It takes a different type of person to aspire to that type of height. So that's what I mean on that.
And you
So
mean that in
hiring
context
vibe,
of any man of greatness
a
and
man gonna
value,
be what he
right?
want to
You're not saying just that.
how he wants to be it. Now, the reasons for a man to do some of those things may change, right? So if I'm a man and oh shoot, I got a baby mama now, so I need to get up off my ass and go get it. Some people, that's the spark that ignites the flame in order to draw the fire where they can go and get whatever they need to get. Sometimes is, you know what? I needed discipline in my life, so I went and joined the armed forces, and that's what got me to get my act in order, because I was just sitting at home and I needed somebody to tell me what to do, and then I figured out my drive.
Okay, David Goggins.
Well, okay, well,
David
yeah,
Goggins.
that's a particular space
That's
for that.
okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to David Goggins.
Exactly.
All that.
So
And then you
here's
got
my
people who just sit their ass at the house, and you over here, he gonna get his stuff together. How come Charles ain't had a job in 6 years? Because you let him in the house the first year in.
He got potential. He got potential with his bum ass. And he only a bum when she mad at him.
Right,
All the other
yeah, he
times,
good
you know,
other
she working with him. And that's what I'm talking about. And then after he finally find the right chick at the grocery store that he's still out of, he decided to want to kind of take care of him, and he leave her. Now all of a sudden her next dude got to be making $500,000 every 10 days and all this extra shit. Meanwhile, you was laid up with, you was being his air mattress actress for so many months. He didn't elevate you worth a damn. Yo, Barack wasn't Baracking. And now you back in the dating market talking about some.
Right.
Shut up.
So my 2 cents on this is, I think that even having that comment is kind of disrespectful in a lot of ways, whether it was to the man to the woman or the woman to the man. And I'm gonna tell you why. They still had to do work. Like, that's the difference between having somebody who fell on hard times that needed, just needed a little bit of time to grow and be better, and a bum, a homosexual, because they actually never do anything. Some people, they start off, they didn't start at the start line. They start off behind the start line. You know what I'm saying? And so you met them, they were starting to run the race, whereas you look for somebody who's almost done with the race. Well, if you ain't gonna be with them while they continue that race, the girl go get you somebody who got gray hair. That's where that is. But there's some people that they say they running the race, but they ain't got no shoes. You ain't got no shoes on the track. You ain't got no track shoes on. So I'm trying to figure out how you in this sprint. How you running a 100-yard dash? So to me, there's just a difference in that, and so it would be out of pocket to me for you to think that, like, oh, you wouldn't be where you were if it were for me. Like it don't matter who it is, they'd be in the same spot. No, because that person still has to be willing, able, and consistent to execute, to do those things. So I think that's just, put a little respect on their name, whether it's him to her or her to him. Put a little respect on that. That's what
you want to hear flex?
Story time?
Hey, what you do? Nah, I'm saying, homie. Yeah, I own this restaurant, and I don't know if you know this, but I dumped Michelle Obama once upon a time. You dumped too? Yeah. Told her she can take her ass on somewhere. I was into other things. She just didn't match my fly. She just wasn't what I was looking for. It wasn't the recipe that I needed in my life to beautify my situation. So I gave her to Barack. I told her, go ahead and run with a runner. And he ran for president.
Yeah, that do sound a little bit different.
That would be my flex in that situation.
Ooh, yeah.
That's why
and also because she went around making them look bad in some of these damn interviews that she did.
No, it's not just her. Allegedly, Winston Churchill's wife. This is just like a reused thing. So I don't want to put. I'm a stop it on that one. It ain't just Michelle. It's alleged that she said that, but apparently it's like a reused thing of powerful men.
Everybody says that the neck turns the head in a different sense, but You can't have two heads. Only men have that.
You know, I had to tell a chick the other day, dog. You know, listen to me, date me, break up with me. Your ass might wake up in the White House. Who's the prize here? I put them on tracks.
So you saying that she just talking stuff and really, I mean, she flexing on nothing. That's what I'm getting from you.
I mean, it's good to be able to do that in the rear view.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Imagine if that didn't pan out the way you thought it was, and
right. If he was Bob Dole or Ross Perot was a billionaire, but you know, like I'm just saying, the coulda, shoulda beens.
Like, yeah, what was he, Ross Perot? Who cares?
Another flex. She broke up with me. You ever heard about somebody throwing away the winning ticket?
Yeah, we covered it the other day when the gas station was coming to sue the employee.
Right.
I was wild.
Yeah, she threw away the winning ticket. You know, she had a chance at a man who had a freeway named after him. What she got now? I heard she married a barber.
Well, or this could be her kid. Because this is what's going on in the streets too. So as we talk about marriage, let's talk about before marriage. Let's talk about their kids, the Gen Zers and the Gen Alphas. They got a new trend going on, y'all. It's called Bring Your Mama to Work. Can't make this up.
Parenting to a whole new level. New data from resumetemplates.com shows parents are applying for jobs, joining interviews, and even contacting managers on behalf of their Gen Z kids.
Oh, shit, this bum shit. Come on. Keep going, though.
At high rates. Joining me now is Julia Toothaker, a chief career strategist with Resume Templates. Julia, I have to tell you, I was floored when I read this. Were you as stunned as I am about what you found?
I was. I could not believe how many parents actually sat in on interviews with their kids, either virtually or sometimes in person.
We in a damn PTA meeting or what? Like,
I hate it.
Yes.
I deal with this every day.
You do?
Day. And man, listen. Yes, I'm calling because I'm calling on behalf of my son. And look, the whole time, person that transferred the call over to me, like, yeah, she called in about her son. He's 41. He's 28. He's 32.
That's 41.
And this me. Oh, okay, so you looking for a child-only policy? No, he's 38. Oh, okay. Yeah, take my number. I want you to call me back with him on the phone with us. Well, he kind of doesn't have the time. Okay, so he don't have time to get insurance? Yeah, I'm calling for him. Yeah, take my number, ma'am. This is for compliance. I really need to speak with him too. I can't discuss his medical issues with you because he's a fully functional adult. Now I've said it, adult. So I can't talk to you about it. Well, I usually handle things for him. I said at 36, let him know you don't have to handle this one for him. He'll be in good hands if he calls me. He'll be okay. Tell him it's painless. Pause.
Oh my goodness, that's funny. That's hit me. Yeah. So that's why I'm gonna try not to put their business out there. My parents once had a neighbor where the mom, the dad, and the son all lived together. The son was like 30, some almost 40. And she would pack his lunch, take him to work, get his clothes out, wash his clothes, all of the things, like pick him up, drop him off. And they lived in the Midwest, so it was like snow. She would get out there and clean his car off. It's crazy. And wasn't nothing wrong with him that I'm aware of. Like, it's not like he had like some kind of like issue, like a fear of snow, you know what I'm saying? A fear of rain. Like, it was nothing like that. He just, woo.
Yeah, this is a really bad one, because if you gotta be for you to consider hiring somebody with the mama in the room, it's about to lead to some weak ass employees. It's about to burn up manager time and training money. A bad hire can probably cost about 30% of annual salary when they wash out, because you gonna get in there, and because they didn't even put the work in, they had to get shoveled into the interview. And then what was that damn Key and Peele where Barack had Luther? So now somebody gonna Luther the interview for you and everything. It's weak. It's weak.
Very. And they raising these weak ass kids.
Absolutely.
That's 28.
Floored me.
So what are the employers saying about this?
I can't imagine that most employers are happy about it. I think that it really shows the lack of maturity in the kids and the Gen Zers that are doing this. But I'm sure that there are some employers, especially of smaller organizations, I think of those mom and pop shops that are probably okay with it, but I would not think that that is the norm.
And what's the dynamic that's triggering
because they
this?
can't get
Are kids
nobody
socially
else.
awkward?
That's why.
Are the parents nervous that their kids won't get a job? What is it?
I think it's all of that. I think, we have a generation that has been called the anxious generation. And I think that that's some of what we're seeing in this behavior from parents. But I also think that parents see what's going on in terms of getting a job, and they know that it's a lot more difficult. And so I think they think that they're trying to help their kids, but when in reality, it's holding their kids back because they need to be more independent in the workplace.
I was just going to say, if I'm an employer and the mama shows up at the job interview, I'm thinking maybe this kid's not ready.
There you go.
Exactly. I think most employers are going to think that way, especially when you get into more of a corporate space. You have to be able to act independently. You can't have your parents speaking on your behalf. Maybe in some very unique situations, they can call in if you're ill or something happens, but that's very, very rare.
Yeah. Very quickly, is this a sign that the kids should do what I did, get a job when you're like 13, 14 years old? So
exactly.
By the time it's time for a real job, you're good?
I think any
Get
kind of
paid
work
as a real job,
experience for
regardless.
younger kids is helpful, but also we want them to be in school and be students and learn as much as possible. But I do think that parents need to be guides more than coming in and doing the job for their kids.
There you go. Land that helicopter and let them learn how to fly on their own. Julia Toothaker, thank you.
Yeah.
Big
not
homie
feeling
said they
that.
had me out there working at 13. I don't want to hear nothing about
Well,
no
shit,
Gen
people
Z
got paper
crying.
routes and everything else.
He said,
Lemonade
nah.
stands, sweeping the thrift store. It was kids hustling. If your mama calling corporate America for you, 9 times out of 10, I don't think you're qualified for that job.
Hell no, because she filled out the resume. She probably put some of her experience down, coached you. You get in there and you like,
The email is
talk to my
hers.
mama.
Email on the resume is her email and her phone.
Yeah, yeah.
Like she your secretary,
No,
like executive
No,
assistant.
that's what happens.
So what's your email? It's Glenda Mays at 1962 at Gmail. You know what I'm saying? That's mine.
Happens all
Everything
the time.
goes through her and it gets to me. That's how that works.
When things go wrong, we blame mama.
So we gonna get up out of here with the last part of drip. We talked about when things go wrong, you blame mama. We gonna find out. Y'all see about the marathon running? What happened to him? I'll say this before we start. Never give up. Never give in. Make sure you keep running so you can win. All right. Let's go.
That was deep.
It
Don't worry, it's about to
Hey, how close is Michael from here? Is he within eyesight from us?
He's in the last. I don't know. Here
Here he comes.
comes right now.
Here he comes. So let's get right back down to the finish line so we can watch Michael cross the line here. Michael Kamau from Kenya.
Just over.
Oh, he walk him down.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Nathan Martin. Nathan.
Whoa.
Nathan Martin.
Nathan. Whoa.
Damn.
Oh my gosh. Wow. And it is a photo finish for
Oh, what?
the
Everybody know who won.
LA Marathon champion. I'm not sure.
Nowhere, because we can only see
Oh, he
just
good too.
beyond
We have to see that playback to see exactly what happened there. Because
seconds.
okay, how close?
Yeah, homeboy collapsed in disappointment. That's what that was. He was like, "Oh shit, I lost," and I shit myself because that's what usually be happening when you be that spent.
Right.
New footage has just been leaked from.
Let's pause. Nobody can hear it.
No, I know. I have to
Oh,
switch
okay.
over, otherwise it's an echo. So I have
Okay.
to wait to do that. I'm just letting this play because he's talking in the background, but he got some different angles he's showing. But so this is what actually happened right here. Okay, so there was a barrier that this Kenya runner was in front, and he's going to show where he's ran into some obstacles, and it actually took off his time. So I'm gonna go ahead and show that to y'all. Let me go back on mute.
Sports content like this, make sure to follow. Now watch this. This is with about 400 meters left in the race. Here's the leader right here. Instead of continuing straight down that road, which would have secured his victory, the man instead made a wrong turn and had to turn all the way back around, costing him precious time in a race he would only lose by 0.01 seconds. And guess what? After that, comes the eventual winner. Now you're probably thinking, how could a man who's run countless marathons make this mistake, right? But what if I also told you that this wasn't totally this man's fault? First, the lead vehicle he was following peels off to the right. But okay, that's not uncommon at this point in the race. But now look at this. Check out this woman waving a flag. She's not even in the race and is for some reason on the track with this man. But she's not just gonna run next to him, she's gonna cut in front of him, confusing bro about where he should go. My question is, why is a fan even allowed to be on the course, especially this close to the finish line? I mean, where is the security exactly? And then on top of that, look how many people are in the way, making it even more confusing for this man. Remember, bro just ran 26 miles and is probably absolutely exhausted. You think he's in the right state of mind to figure out where he's going with all this nonsense going on? Oh wait, I'm still not done. It gets even crazier because I did some digging and almost the exact same thing happened just a week ago in Atlanta when a woman named Jess McLean was ahead by a wide margin with only 1.5 miles to go when the guide vehicle she was following turned the wrong direction and sent her and 3 other runners off the course. And guess what? Because of that, she ended up finishing 9th. So even though this was an all-time fumble, it seems there's something a little weird and suspicious going on at these marathons.
You think?
Damn, so it's just giving the edge to end. That's what that's going.
So that's what I'm ending with y'all
tired of
on
these
this.
Somalians winning, huh? That's you from Somalia or Kenya, you in danger.
Well,
you
that's
better
that's
get that
the
map
end
ahead
of
of time and map quest that shit out.
Well, hold on. There's a few levels of ownership to this because that's the end of it. But this is our last drip for y'all. Homie had that last kick, so shout out to him for really spreading it through. Number 2, my Kenyan dog. Why was you looking back? If you wouldn't have been looking back, you would have won too. Some accountability right there. Because you shouldn't have been looking back. You're supposed to be looking forward and winning your race. You should have been getting that kick in. You wouldn't have got kicked in the face when he came through and took that race. That's all I got. Don't stop running. Keep going. Go hard and go all the way through. That's all I got. That's what I wanted to end for y'all. Don't slow up. Because if you slow up and slow down from what you know is yours, you're going to end up like him. Collapse.
Slump.
Run through.
Fall out. Passed up. Embarrassed like hell. Wife like sign the papers. So embarrassed.
That's crazy.
I mean, but that's what that you thinking you won, Ishar. That's what I talk to people about that all the time. Like, don't ever get comfortable. Don't ever go to sleep because there's always somebody right behind you trying to take your spot.
Okay. Then let me pull it into some Cassius Pay isms when we talk about marathon fumbles, then I guess. So pulling back effort or a budget at 90% finish kills momentum. Competitors will scoop up your customers, and these are the people that you warmed up. So don't get 90% of the way and give up that cash, because that's your ass. Lifestyle creep in early wins, you got cars, chains, trips. That turns your future investment, especially the capital of it, into dead expenses. So
Right.
one sloppy finish can erase months of grind. And that's with your clients or your audience in mind. So that's why we're consistent here. And so that's all you got to do is rinse and repeat. Otherwise, that repeat of that type of scenario equals your money go. All right.
That's all we got for y'all tonight. A little longer than I would have expected, but we got through all the content. We very much appreciate y'all being here. Shout out for y'all being here for the late night drip. Late night drip. If you have not hit that like button, go ahead and do that. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and do that. Tell 2 people you like it, someone you don't. I promise you won't be disappointed with sharing our show. Shout out to our regulars. Shout out to Joe for being in the chat today. Shout out to our new subscriber, 300 IQ.
Big dog.
Your cook, my bad. I'm uncooked. Your cook. Shout out to our new sub. I saw that he subscribed already. Shout out to him. As always, y'all can catch us on Friday nights about 11:30 EST. Time zone has been crazy. Yeah, time zone has been crazy, y'all. So it's been a little rough.
About 11 CPT. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Well,
check the show. But we're targeting there. But we're consistent. We're gonna be here every Friday. That's what we're gonna be here every Friday. All right, y'all. I am your co-host, Jim Jones. Along with me is Plain Dame, and also along with us is Cash is Pay. Plain Dame, you got anything for the people before we get up out of here?
Yes, thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. We survived another Friday the 13th. So everybody, if you with us, you rocked out with us, you're lucky. RIP to homie that was boxing Jason, and Jason Takes Manhattan. He passed away. He's also known as Loco from the movie South Central. His name escapes me, but rest in peace to that brother. He was a very excellent actor. That, and also shout out to Mike Ivy in Cleveland. He did a one-man show called Good Grief. I actually went to that show today, and my company actually handled some promotions for it as well. But it was a great show. Grief can be good if it's handled the right way. That might be something we might dive into in the future. May even get some words from him. But that's all I got. Thank you guys for coming through again. Have a lovely morning.
All right, y'all. We out of here. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the producer. I'm Jim Jones for Late Night Drip. We'll see y'all next Friday.
Dang. I think I got my exit.
City lights glow, shadows dance. Jim and Dame got the vibe, got the stance. Cash is paid, bring the bass, make it last. Drip, drop, drip, drop, smooth as glass. Late night, whispers in the air. Feel the rhythm already there. Drip, drop, our daily flow. Drip, drip, Gem and Dame, you already know. Drip, drop, watch the city glow. One more time, let's take it slow. Skyline kisses the moonlit tide.